Alrighty, Dighty Math 7 coming at you with your quiz for today. I'm going to go ahead and do all the even ones for us today. And so let's go through it. First section, write a numerical expression. Now notice how it's an expression, not an equation. Remember, equations have equal signs, expressions do not. So I'm going to walk through. And actually, why don't I do number one, just kind of a bonus. So the product I know is multiplication, but there's no numbers. So the product is going to replace and. I'm just going to do that. So 3 times -2. Now, it's not asking us to solve, but I know that it's going to be 3 times -2. All right. Again, sum, but there's no numbers, so it's going to replace and. 4 and 17. Again, it's not asking you to solve, so just write it out. But you might say, Mr. Bolger, oh, that shouldn't be 12. That should be 7. Mr. Bolger, I know what the answer is. Excellent. That's not the process, not yet. So if that's you, just hold on. It's not even asking you to say equals, right? It's an expression. That's all it's asking for. Just write it out. All right, moving on to the next even one, number 4. Again, we're going for algebraic expression, which means there's going to be a variable. So 2 times j minus -3. Well, that's 2j. You could say minus -3, or you could say 2j plus 3. Either of those would be correct, right? Rather than subtracting a negative, I'm just adding it. Your choice. Moving on, number 6. Again, now we are writing an equation for each sentence. So I'm just going to go through and find my equal sign. That's the first thing that I put down. What's nice is there's a real simple delineation. So the product, but I don't see any numbers, so I'm going to come over and replace my and. So 4 times t is, oh, that's nice, 10. So 4t equals 10, not 40, 4t equals 10. Easy money. Number 8. The sum of, okay, now I don't see any, so I'm going to come over and replace and. So I've got a number and 8. But there's a comma, so it means I'm going to put this in parentheses. Then I'm going to divide that by 3 equals, oh, I should have started there, equals 4. I got excited. Okay, now let me clean this up. So I've got n plus 8, and again, that's in parentheses because the comma. And I'm going to divide that by 3, but again, I'm going to do it just like this. So I'm going to divide it by that. Then that equals 4. Well, now that I'm dividing it like this, my parentheses really isn't necessary. So I'm going to do n plus 8 over 3 equals 4. Beverly, I could hear you now saying, Mr. Bolger, that was some ninja stuff. Well, that's because we're the ninjas. Sorry, I just couldn't contain myself. No. Again, just one step at a time, one word at a time, and we will get through this. There are some on the back that are a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to go through it. Okay. So we're assigning of variables. Chances are I'm just going to use whatever letter it is. And then write an equation for each. It is telling me not to solve. So again, if you solve it, you're not following directions. What I want is to write an equation. So number 10. 10 eggs were left after Matt ate 5 of them. How many eggs did Matt have originally? So I'll probably use my variable of e. Okay, so I've assigned my variable. So remember, in our answer, or in our notes today, were is our equal sign. Everything to the left, so I've got 10 equals Matt ate 5 of them. So he's eating, so we have a number that we start with, e. E, again, is the number of eggs originally. Okay, so the number of eggs originally minus what Matt ate. Matt ate 5 of them. So 10 equals e minus 5. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to get you guys started off on our extra credit. Again, please be doing the extra credit. You guys have time. There's really no excuse not to. If you're confused, ask questions. You know, I'm still available. You guys could still email me, comment, etc., etc. Okay. Miss Pearson's class has 27 students. On a field trip, twice as many students wore sandals as wore sneakers. How many students wore sneakers? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have S, right? I'm assigning my variable. This is the number of students with sneakers. Oh, not sneakers. Okay. Okay. So she has 27 total. Now, that isn't part of the sentence, which is why I wanted to get you guys started in the right direction. It is asking for an equation. We have an equal sign, so we've checked that off. Twice as many students with sandals as sneakers. So we know that it's twice the amount wore sandals and sneakers. So 2s is the amount of students who wore sandals, but there's still the amount of students who wore sneakers. Okay, so I actually just did it for you guys, but I hope that helps. Now, you could simplify that because we have the same variable. I'll leave that up to you. If you have any questions, comment down below, shoot me an email, or now in Google Chat we can communicate. Please do so. Reach out to me with questions. Otherwise, know that I love you. I miss you guys, and I hope you're doing well. Bye.